guys!
Hey, we're using a different type of camera today and a different microphone, so I hope it's all okay.
Yeah, I feel like I have to stay really still because it's a very sensitive microphone and I keep like banging stuff and it's like...
It's our podcast microphone, mine and Ryan's. I'll podcast in the description below, but it literally picks up on like the spitting of your mouth.
I think Grace should do ASMR, like imagine this. Hello guys, today I'm going to eat food.
We'll probably cut that out because it probably sounded disgusting.
I bet people like that.
Maybe, who knows. So today we're going to talk about why we were going to quit YouTube, Amelia specifically.
Yeah, to be fair, it was... why was Amelia going to quit the Mandevillesisters, really? Why was Amelia going to quit the Mandevillesisters, really? Why was Amelia going to quit the Mandevillesisters, really?
Yeah, so this year is kind of a new year and all that, but one of our main aims is to just be more honest with you guys. If we're struggling and we don't know what to create, we're going to tell you why we're struggling, rather than you guys wonder why we're not putting any content out, or rather you guys just complain that the content's rubbish. We want to let you know why it's rubbish.
Yeah. Definitely.
So,
it actually didn't happen that long ago. It's been like on and off on my mind for quite a while.
About a year.
Yeah, I would say about a year. I'd say the last year really. I lived on my own. Grace moved out. Well, no, you moved out about 2 years ago, but yeah. My parents moved out. I feel like, do I look like I've got a monobrow here?
Yeah, let me look at you.
Sorry, I've tried a new eyebrow gel.
You don't actually, but on the thing you do. But that also means you were looking at yourself while you were speaking.
No, only for a little bit.
She's so bad at this.
I want to apologise about this monobrow situation. I've used a new eyebrow gel, but it's like black. And
also, who cares if you do have a monobrow, Amelia? No need to apologise for it.
Yeah, that's fine.
Own it.
I just started getting worried about my future. My money isn't very reliable, and it's even less reliable than Grace.
But not just that. Obviously, Amelia has other things. She has like her book deal and stuff like that. I think no matter how much money you earn in the YouTube world, you always worry that it's never going to be that good again.
Yeah.
And you can sit there for months. For instance, it's January now. Me and Amelia know that in January and February, we usually don't get any jobs.
Yeah.
But that's not a nice situation to be in, especially after Christmas. And so I feel like it's a natural thing for you to worry about.
Yeah.
Where it's going.
It just got to the point where I just started really freaking out, and I started thinking, I'm not happy doing this.
Yeah.
So I decided I was going to get a full-time job.
Yeah, and to be fair, I even said to Amelia, yeah, maybe you should do it.
Yeah.
Because I feel doubt sometimes. You know, it's natural when we're surrounded by... We're not friends with that many YouTubers, and the friends we are with, like, that are YouTubers, we don't see them that often.
No.
And so we surround ourselves with like people that we used to know from like work and school and things like that. And so they naturally talk about like where they're heading in their career and what their future holds and what their aims are. Yeah, promotions, bonuses, things like that. We don't have stuff like that. We don't have stuff like that. So it's quite worrying to then suddenly panic and think, what if suddenly next year YouTube just like dies on me?
Yeah.
So I said to Amelia, if you're not happy, do it.
So I started applying for jobs, and I wanted to work in social media, and I was like, I have no degree, I have no A-levels, I have no qualifications, but the one thing I have is evidence of social media work. Yeah, and then I realised I'd have to be starting from the beginning, like an intern sort of thing, and it'd be a lot of hours, and I wouldn't actually be able to have time for YouTube, I realised.
You wanted to do both, didn't you?
Yeah, I wanted to do both, and I realised I wouldn't be able to have time for YouTube. And also I was like, my writing. I've got a book coming out. I don't know when I'd fit in the time for the writing. And I was just like...
So it was choosing between like an unstable income on something that she really enjoys, her writing and YouTube, or choosing something that's possibly more stable and possibly will help her future, but she doesn't enjoy it as much. And she's given up stuff that she really does enjoy to do it.
Yeah.
It was a really hard decision.
And actually, I probably would be worse off in the full-time job just because I'm not very qualified. So I would be going into an entry position.
Yeah. Whereas YouTube
it
would be way up.
Yeah. So it would be that change. Even though I'd be getting like regular money each month, it would be
probably not better financially.
It would be a big financial cut.
Yeah. And it would cost you to travel to your job and things like that.
Yeah. Well, there's so many benefits with this job. And I enjoy it, and I think that's the most important thing. Then I realised, actually, that's not going to make me happy.
Basically what we realised was that it's going to be a constant battle. It's going to be a constant battle, but at the end of the day, it comes down to what you enjoy. If you're not enjoying it anymore, because you're stressing about work and what you're going to do in your future, then you have to like reevaluate it, which is what you did.
Yes.
And then it comes back to, actually, I really love it and enjoy it, let's continue doing it. But I'm sure in 6 months' time, we'll come back to reevaluating it again. And at the end of the day, I think that's just life with this kind of career.
Yeah.
What we have learned is that we can't depend on YouTube financially, possibly anymore. We need to work out other ways to earn money. But that's fine, because Amelia's doing like small social media jobs, like campaigns, working behind the scenes, not like sponsored posts.
Like freelance.
Yeah, so she's doing that for other companies, and I think that makes you feel better.
Yeah, it does. It does make me feel better, and I'm also doing some writing jobs as well. If you have any tips on where to get writing jobs, let me know.
Yeah, so the idea is that YouTube is our main love, but we've realised that we need to create other jobs for ourselves as well, which is, I think for most people these days anyway, if you're in a creative industry, you kind of always have to branch out.
I think it's smart having loads of avenues, because you can't put all your eggs in one basket, because if one of them just suddenly...
Yeah.
Like, what if YouTube dies one day? Then we still
I
got
think
other
we
stuff.
it feels like we're giving up, because at first it felt like we were giving up on YouTube because we were thinking about doing other things, but now we've realised we could just do them all at the same time.
Yeah, and basically my long explanation was pretty much, I wasn't happy. Well, I thought I wasn't happy until I realised I just wasn't happy in general. It wasn't because of YouTube, and I couldn't have just made this drastic decision because that wasn't going to make me happier.
Plus the fact, when you do something for years and years and years and years, it's natural to sit back and think, do I really want to do that anymore? Am I doing it for the right reasons?
Yeah, definitely.
And so, yeah, we had basically a moment where we sit back, we spoke to each other. It was after quite a few alcoholic drinks. And possibly a few tears from Amelia. And it was around Christmas time.
Yeah.
The happiest of times within the family.
Well, it happened because I got this job, didn't I? And it wasn't legit, basically.
It was working for some real dodgy situation.
I tried to get this job. I just became like obsessed with trying to get a job, and I got this like job, and it wasn't legit.
And then we looked it up.
We looked into it, and it was like, oh my gosh,
she was supporting some interesting human.
I was like, am I gonna get like burgled or kidnapped? Like, I only had a phone call, but I was just like, oh, I didn't do my research, because you've got to be careful when you're applying for jobs.
Anyway, we had a conversation, and it turns out that we both want the same thing. We both want to be in with this. We both want to create still together. We still want to have a great relationship as sisters. But we both have to have our own projects at the same time.
Yeah, it was affecting our relationship, wasn't it?
Oh, massively. Yeah. If there's anything to learn from this as well, if you're going to work with your like a family member or something, think hard about it, because it takes quite a strong family bond to really keep it going, because it's hard.
It is hard. It's very hard.
But then you're lucky that you work with your sister.
Yeah,
so
it's nice as well. And we can like
literally
we can like do a look and we know
job.
What we're chatting about.
Oh my god! If we're at a meeting, we look at each other. We're just like you're thinking the same thing.
We have like almost secret language. Like, yeah, that was good. Oh no, that was bad. Oh my gosh, that was so awkward.
Yeah.
Or like
went to a casting yesterday, and it was for like it was basically loads of disabled people in a room, and obviously I have one hand, so I was blatantly there for that. Amelia was also in the casting, but I asked if she could come to the casting and audition as well, because I didn't realise I was being cast just because I'm disabled. And as we walked in, everyone had a disability.
And I wasn't on the list.
And Amelia wasn't on the list, and I just gave her a look like, oh, it's one of those auditions. And Amelia looked at me like, yeah, they don't want me.
But yeah,
that was our long-winded.
That's why I wanted to quit, but I'm not quitting. I like it too much. I really do. And I think the thing is, I was for a while, I was looking back like, oh, I missed that past Amelia. She used to be so happy, and I'm not that person anymore. Obviously, I'm not that person. I've grown up, but also I'm not. It's not that I'm not happy because I'm doing YouTube. It's just I'm not happy in myself, and I need to work that out. Just normal
adult stresses as well. Yeah. But naturally, we blame it on YouTube because YouTube's a really hard thing to create on these days.
And YouTube's changed to what it used to be.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Massively.
Yeah, definitely.
So, in short, thank you so much for continuing to support us, because that means way more than you realise, and we do stress about it a lot more than you guys probably know as well. So thank you for that. And hopefully,
for the time being, I'm sticking around.
Yeah. Hopefully, you'll continue to enjoy our content. We're just going back to stuff that we enjoy creating, and hopefully you enjoy it too. Adios.
Adios, amigos.
Also, we'll have a Man of Weekly out.
Oh yeah, and we're going to go back to Mandev Weekly. Back to our
if we haven't already.
Yes.
Yeah.
See you soon, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye.